So there's this scene in One FC. I think it was like maybe in 2021 when Sexy Yama was supposed to fight Shinya Aoki and he got hurt. And he watched Shinya submit some donk instead, and he was off on the side and sitting with Chatri, I think. And it was like Rona, so there's like no audience. It was just quiet as a mouse in the arena, and they gave Shinya Aoki the microphone, and in his smoke 3 packs a day voice, he says in Japanese, "I am so tired. Living is suffering." And sometimes you feel that way. And then other times you get 5 boxes of old tops to rip. Oh my god. I'm just looking at this stuff like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do first? We have box 2017 Museum. We have probably the best. Some more 2009 round 2. Another whole hobby box, 2009 round 2. And we have a box of 2020 Knockout and 2 boxes of 2019 Knockout. 4 autographs and 4 relic cards per box. They have 4 mini boxes per box, so 1 auto, 1 relic per pack. I mean, I think I know what I want, what I want the most, what I'm probably not going to get, but what I have to envision. What I have to envision is a Zhang Weili relic. Also in here are Inception on-card autographs. I believe it's Izzy's first signing, but I'm not sure. Could look if I felt like it. Don't feel like it. There's on-card art. There's AKA Ink autos. Doesn't say on the back. I shouldn't shake that around anymore, but I'm almost shaking. So on Instagram, go and follow Chicken 1 of 1. Go and follow Card Art. Chicken last night did his Tops Throwback Tuesday, and today it's Tops Throwback every day here on the MMA Love Live Rips from America show. Now, how long is it going to take me to get through 4, 8, 12 knockout packs, a museum box, 12 knockout packs, 1 museum box, and 16 round 2 packs? It's going to take the rest of the year. There's no way. At the rate I talk to myself, you guys are stuck. You guys are stuck. There's no way. That's how it looked in the hobby store 3 years ago. So this is probably the newest product I've ripped in a little while. 2020. They might, they're probably, I think their redemptions expired last year, but I don't know. People in Chicken's stream last night were saying that they got them. Jumbo Fight Max, Fight Mats, AKA Ink on card, Knockout Auto, Inception Auto, and 1-2 relics. So it's not as crazy a set as we're used to from Topps. Things were settling down. I think probably they knew that they lost the contract. Because, and especially like 2020 Striking Signatures, which is a product to get rid of all the rest of their sticker autographs that they had kicking around their office. Luckily, these are not that. I learned my lesson. Can't tell me. You can't get me to. You can't pay me to rip that. I'd probably do. I'd do most anything for money. You could pay me to rip that. I don't know what happened to my knife. Everything is living is full of suffering. That's all it is. But when you remember that you have a pile of wax to rip, it's not so bad. This headache will go away eventually. We'll move on. Especially if this is a friggin' if this is a book. If there's heat, so Chicken got all this stuff from CardArt. This is all just going out into the ether at cost, you know. Nobody's making money on this stuff. I mean, I might make money on this stuff if I hit something gigantic, but the chances are low. But you never know. Like if there's a book right there. Like if there's two relics right there. There's a Paulo Costa number card right there. Ooh. Apple Valley's finest himself. Dominic Reyes. I'll put these down here. I'll take one at a time. Dominic Reyes. Apple Valley's finest. I don't know why. There we go. Doesn't like having that wrapper behind it. Nice picture. The dude got cracked by Jiri. Yirji. But we won't hold that against him. Close split decision win over Volkan Ozdemir. October win over Chris Weidman. That might be what led him to Yirji eventually. Could be. Ooh. Believe ranked third or fourth in the flyweight rankings. Alexandre Pantoja. Maybe second now. Rookie card. Edge is a little shaved. I don't know. It's a little fucked up. It's fine. Excuse my language. Let's do this. Did whatever was on that just came off into the sleeve. Good. This is another it's another product where the cards have just been bonked around in there for at least it isn't like 2012, you know, it's not like they've only been bonked around in there since 2020. So it's 8 years less than we're used to on this channel. Khabib, base card. Punching the dust. Dustin is doing his patented shoulder shrug, even though he's getting wailed on in the body. Jack Slack taught me that. You can listen to the Jack Slack podcast too. I know that we should only talk about the MMA Love podcast, but there's other good podcasts. And if you like people who like hearing themselves talk, boy, Jack Slack is the guy for you. Let's see what Pantoja is ranked while we're here. UFC rankings. Pantoja is ranked second. Somehow Davison is still set at 1, and then Marino is champ. And they like to do champ 1 too. So next base card, Ruthless. What does his tramp stamp say? What does his all board say? Gladiator. I love it. I love Robbie Lawler. Robbie Lawler just being so nonplussed with all the violence all the time. That interview he did when he talked about taking Connor's soul. I'll never forget that. Next base card. Johnny Walker. I have mixed feelings. I'm not even sure. That may be Khalil Roundtree he's fighting. I'm not sure. Khalil Bangtree. I think Khalil fights this weekend. I don't know when Johnny fights again. I think it's soon as well. It's also weird to do this and know all the fighters because it's more recent cards. Last base card, Tatiana Suarez, recently back from being broken forever. And she didn't look terrible. She did look rusty. She has a fight with Andrade, possibly this next week. Soon. Soon. That was just announced today because her opponent, Tatiana Suarez's opponent, fell out. So Andrade, being Andrade, stepped in. What happens in that fight? It's at 125, which means Andrade might be able to push back off the cage and not get held there, but probably gets taken down and held down. If Shev can do it, Tatiana Suarez could probably do it. I think it's at. All right, now we got to look. Is it at 125 or is it at 115? Now we got to look. If it's at one, so she came back at 125, and I was like, oh, she's never going to 115 again. She's too old now. She doesn't want to cut that weight. But what if I'm wrong? Then I would lead you astray. She's 9-0, and the fight with Andrade. Oh, it's not till August. Oh, it is at strawweight. Oh shit. I don't like Andrade cutting down to strawweight. I kind of like her more at 125, but whatever. She can do what she wants. The UFC is like, hey, do you want to fight? And she's always like, yes. Now we're going to flip it. A rookie Rosenstruik. Is he even still in the UFC? Green is out of what? 99? 88? 88. 40 of 88. Oh my goodness. This does not want to focus. I think he is in the UFC because he did that running knockout of someone and it was the best thing I've seen in a while. Just just full sprint across the octagon, clobbered somebody. That's what we need out of heavyweights, right? All right, there's that. And then, ooh, a blue Paulo Costa fighting Yoel Romero. Speak of the devil. We talked about Yoel a lot in the podcast this week because he just fought in Bellator. Blue is out of 75. Best export from nah, I don't think he's the best export from Brazil in several years. That honor probably belongs to Baby Shark. But I still like it. Maybe Caio Barajo. Barajo? I still like it. Maybe just Amazon rainforest destroyed beef. Maybe that's the best export. I don't know. That's a good card. I also put it in the wrong way in the sleeve. Maybe it's the right way. I don't know. I'm doing them this way. I don't care anymore. It's my way. Okay, now we're into the good shit. So, last night in the chicken stream, I also got a UFC Gillian Robertson as a flyweight UFC 240. She's now a strawweight. I also I also got that. That, how powerful is that? Smells disinfected. I think the one I got from Chicken might have blood on it. This one's not as good. I need blood on my relics. That's okay. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So we got a relic from UFC 240. Can we get it into a sleeve and onto a stand? See what happened at UFC 240 because I don't remember it. I was at 248 or something. 240 before my time. UFC 240. Holloway versus Edgar. Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I wonder if it was cursed. Well, all the Canadians seem to have lost, so maybe it was. Oh my God, they almost got clean sweeped. Jillian won though, and she is Canadian. The Savage. She beat Sarah Frota. You remember her? Me neither. Davison Figueiredo beat Alexandra Pantoja. I guess that's why he's ranked above him now. And Arman Tsarukyan beat OAM, Olivier Albin Mercier. And Max beat Frankie Edgar, as we know. So did Arman beat OAM? And that was that his first? No. Okay, he had one. So this is good. Arman had one fight in the UFC prior to that win over OAM, and it was against Islam Makhachev. He lost the decision. He wants that back so bad. Yeah, no one is taking that. Islam is never going to take that fight. Never, ever, ever, ever. You have a better chance of getting Gamrot to fight him again. And I thought Arman won that fight. Just being real. So here's the thing. I have a slight gripe. The card, we're looking at it. It's vertical, except the words are not. Why are the words not? Why are the words surrounding it? I have to turn it both ways to read it. Fight used Matt Relic from UFC 240. Whatever. It's fine. Matt came specifically from UFC 240. 57 out of 135. Hey, not too shabby. Last but not least, or maybe least, it is Trevin Giles. Relic auto. Matt Relic autograph. Sticker auto. Didn't I just say there were no stickers in this? I didn't mean that. Get in there, Trevin. UFC 213. I didn't investigate this mat. Hold on a second. Also smells antiseptic. It is dirtier, though, because it's white. Maybe there was blood on this at one point. UFC 213. Way before 240. Years before? I don't know. UFC 213, 2020 knockout. So what is the deal with that? 240 happened in July 2019. I want to see if this is a typo or something. Romero versus Whitaker. Fuck yeah. Whoa, in Vegas. Romero versus Whitaker. Where's Trevin Giles? Did he even win? He opened the show, first fight on the card, with a TKO ground and pound against James Boknovich. James fell to 8-2. Trevin climbed 10-0. Oh, Cody Stamann was on this card. Bilal fought Jordan Mean. This is a good card. Alexei Olenek, neck crank, Travis Brown. Who doesn't like that? That makes me hot. I like that. I don't like it when Anthony Pettis beats Jim Miller, though. Does not make me happy. This is good. Very good. But you know what we didn't get? Zhang Wei Li rookie. It's okay. What's the best? Maybe the Robertson Matt Relic. Maybe the Costa punching Romero. That's pretty good. I don't hate that. Suarez, Walker, Lawler, Khabib. Khabib's good. Pantoja rookie. Don't hate that. Don't hate that either. And now we have one last thing we got to do. Special request for the MMA Love Discord. Are you a martial artist? Have you trained on a beach? If you haven't trained on a beach, how can you call yourself a martial artist? I haven't trained on a beach, but I don't call myself a martial artist. The side story from Epoch, year 2000, K1 trading cards, Grand Prix, K1 Grand Prix trading cards 2000, Epoch, the side story. It's been requested that we decipher this. What does it mean? to march up a beach and practice your forms. Am I dating myself from my childhood Taekwondo days? So bear with me while I unlock and turn on translate wherever I put that on the phone. Camera. Detect language. Camp. All K1 fighters belonging to Masamuchi Kaikan participate in karate training camps. Sonoda explains why he attends the training camp, saying, "Putting on the uniform makes me feel purified. It probably means to go back to the starting point and reconsider oneself." Behind the scenes of the glamorous K1, Japanese players are sweating and returning to their origins. So, there's a movie on YouTube. And when I publish this video, if I'm even still recording, I will find that movie and I will put a link to it. But there's basically a VHS tape out there somewhere on YouTube, circling the YouTube of all the K1 fighters going and training. Some of them go to the beach, some of them go to a castle. It's not exactly clear because the entire thing is in Japanese and I don't speak the language. I don't know. But you can kind of pick up like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You understand that it's like a fight team preparation for fights because, you watch UFC Countdown and maybe history doesn't repeat, but it certainly rhymes. Not a terrible pack. It's probably like statistically impossible to get a terrible pack of Knockout. I reckon we'll do 1 or 2 videos a week for the foreseeable future. It'll be stuff like this. We'll rip some K1, we'll rip some round 2. We'll talk about whatever, we'll translate whatever. This weekend, the Savage fights. Oh, the Savage fights Baby Shark, and I get it. Baby Shark is marketable. I mean, so is the Savage. Let's be honest. We don't need to play favorites here. But here's the thing about Baby Shark and the Savage. It's a pick'em fight. And it actually is reflected in that in the odds. I thought Baby Shark was a huge favorite. She's minus 125. I'm talking about Tabitha Ricci. And Gillian's plus 100, so even money almost. Fighting out of the goat shed. I don't have a big I don't know how fighting works. I don't have a big breakdown for you. I just know that the Savage is a fucking problem at strawweight. And that's where this fight is. She's cutting to strawweight and she's strong as shit. She's fighting out of the goat shed. She's also got a 4-inch reach advantage. And there's no a big age, there's not going to be any crazy jet lag for either of them, there's not a lot of extra things to consider. Both grapplers, it's going to be an awesome fight. I almost want to do another video just about this fight card because the more I looked at it, the more excited I got. You can listen to me flip out on my co-host on the MMA Love podcast if you feel so inclined. The logo looks like that. MMA-Love podcast.com. But Cody Brundage is now opening the card. Tatsuro Taira is next. Trevor Peek running tomahawk hammer fists. Trevor fucking Peek is fighting on the card. Robertson versus Ricci. Zalgas Zuma Gulov is finally getting a fight. He's probably going to murk someone. Randy Brown is probably going to murk Wellington Turman. Please tell me the odds on that fight if they're crazy. Okay, minus 250 for Rude Boy. That makes sense. Rebus versus Barber. Emmett versus Topuria. In front of fans in the UFC HQ2, Jacksonville, Florida, on ABC. Starting early, thank God. It starts at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Pacific. Starting early, thank God. Not in the cursed apex, thank God. The Goat Shed Bless will pull a Zhang rookie out of one of these boxes, but it wasn't this one. We'll talk to you later.